We get ready to start. No countdown. Here we go. We're on.
Welcome to Real Fellas Talk Sports. We've got a lot to talk about today. My name is Earl Rush. I'm here along with my broadcast partner, Larry Ables. Larry, how are you doing today?
I'm good. Can you see Cuzzo? He's
Yeah.
here too.
Oh, I didn't see you. How you doing, Cuzzo?
Doing all right. I'm doing all right.
All right, okay. Sorry for the delay, guys. Anyway.
Both of y'all popped in exactly the same time.
Oh. Troublemakers move the same way. Okay. All right. Did anybody see any NCAA men's college basketball games this weekend? No.
I watched a little. Of. Go ahead, Cuzzo.
I was just gonna say I skipped around. I was gonna ask you guys, what is your favorites based off what we saw this weekend? If you guys happen to watch any of them.
Oh, who are my favorite teams?
Yes, like.
Who do we think we're going to win? I think he's asking.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't tell you right now. It's kind of hard.
What I
will tell you is this: I do agree with the top four number one seeds and the top four number two seeds. Not the top four. And the number one seeds and the number two seeds, I do agree with. That's all I can tell you right now. And I can tell you the Duke's not going to win. That's all I can tell you right now.
But Duke got a couple of injuries, a couple of their regulars injured too, right? So depending upon when they come back, there might be an issue.
Yeah, they do.
I
don't think that they're. We never know. We just wait and see.
They're pretty decent. I saw St. John's play this weekend, and I thought they looked pretty good. And I was surprised how they blew Connecticut out. Even though it turns out Connecticut's the number 2 seed and St. John's is number 4 or something like that, 4 or 5. Mm-hmm. They beat Connecticut by like 20. And they won the regular season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with Connecticut like that. St. John's not that good, though. But, they're all right. They're pretty good. Let me take that back. They're pretty good.
St. John's is decent. I'm surprised they won by that much, but hey.
I think Connecticut beat them by 30 the first time.
Wow. Okay.
All right. All I know is Arkansas team is pretty good, but it's not that good. But that boy they got Acuff is a beast. He could carry them a long way in that tournament.
I've been hearing so much about these freshmen especially. So I'm kind of anxious to check them out.
Yeah. They got 5 of them that are legit. Well, I'll say 4. I don't know about the one who they have problems with. I don't know about the one they say is the best. Was he the one for Kansas? But I'm not sure. Acuff for Arkansas is probably the best to me. The other guy from Brigham Young, I can't pronounce his name. He's
the one I've been hearing about.
6'8". He's the number 2 freshman coming up. They got a couple of them that are really, really good, though.
What about Carlos Boozer's son?
Seems to be an excellent ball player from what I've seen of him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if subconsciously is it because it's Duke, and I'm suggesting that they overhyping him. But I said the same thing about Cooper Flag, and Cooper Flag is killing everybody moving. So I don't know. I can't go by my biases against ACC teams, especially Duke anymore. But Cooper Flag, everybody was talking about him last year. And I'm like, come on, man, this guy's overrated. I think, like I said, subconsciously, I was dogging him because he played for Duke, which I hate. But Cooper Flag is the real deal. I'm still shocked by the stuff I'm seeing him do. I don't know. I'm not gonna say nothing bad about the son. Who's the son? He been coming through. What can I say?
Duke got another guy that's playing well too.
He has number one freshman. Huh?
I was like, Duke has another guy that's playing well. Knuppel or whatever, plays for North Carolina.
Yep.
Who?
His name is Knuppel. Kneppel.
You talking about from Charlotte?
Yeah.
How do we get from? How do we get from Knuppel?
He's another Duke guy that's playing well in the NBA this year.
Okay. I guess.
And I don't think he got the hype.
Yeah,
I'm not a Duke fan either, but they don't put out a couple of good ball players lately.
Yep.
Because of who you say you like.
No, I was saying Cooper is better than Con Knuppel, but Con Knuppel can shoot better. Again, Duke has been putting out some good personnel lately. I think they do almost every draft, to be honest. But yeah, I think Duke makes great players.
It's funny because they've had a history before your time, Cuzzo. And it really, to me, they had a good team, but they never would put out good pros. I think until Grant Hill made it, most of their guys were just kind of so-so. Grant Hill came out, he was pretty good. And they had a couple more after that.
Okay, that's interesting.
But lately, they've done better.
Because when I was coming up, everybody was raving about Grant Hill. And this wasn't because he played for Duke that I thought he was overrated. I just thought he was overrated the way they were talking about this dude. He wasn't all that, man. Come on, man. They talking, Grant Hill, get out of here.
Because up until that time, none of Duke's players had really done that well in the pros.
Okay.
What's up? What's all right? He did okay. He got hurt, but even before he got hurt, there were some people at times, believe this or not, was comparing his play to Jordan's, and I'm like, are you guys for real? Are you guys for real?
Wow.
Get out of here.
Wow.
Well, I think the fact that they were comparing him to Jordan is a testament to that he was good. Now, he wasn't as good as Jordan, but he was good.
Interesting.
Never been a Duke fan, but I had to give it to him before he got hurt. He was playing well.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one thing about college basketball that's pissing me off are these playing games. I don't like the idea of playing games. It's 3 HBCUs in a tournament, and 2 out of 3 of them are playing in playoff playing games. I hate that. To me, if you win, particularly in Howard's case, they won their regular season championship and they won their tournament. I think they shouldn't have to play tonight. Prairie View finished like 7th or 8th in there, so they won their tournament. It got hot, so I can see maybe them, but I don't think Howard should ever do that.
See, I don't know about you and Cuzzo, but you guys not really, really crazy about college basketball. But I'm not crazy about college sports because of the way the NCAA administrators are so wacky crazy. I just don't even mess with them, man. Just like, what do you mean this team's 31-0 and then they can't go to the tournament? They were thinking about that. Talking about they were going to put these guys in. They were 31-0. What do you want them to do?
That happens a lot of times if you're not not in one of the bigger conferences. I've seen that.
I can't put a 18 and 12 team in over someone that's 31-0. I know it's a different play. The league is different. The competition is different. But still, 31-0. Somebody went 31-0.
And the thing about it, we really don't know for sure if that team is that good. I mean, like there's some team that was 19-14 in there. And you're right. If a team is like 22-1, I remember Jackson State did that. They were undefeated and they lost their the SWAC championship game, and they didn't get in the tournament. Then they ended up going to the NIT and beating Connecticut at Connecticut the first round, and I think they won the second round game too. And it's hard for me to believe they couldn't have won a game or two in the NCAA.
It's a lot of BS involved with it. That's the main reason why I don't really follow college sports in general, because there's always some crazy stuff with them.
It's the larger conferences trying to make more money. That's all it is. It's the same thing with the football playoffs too. They will get more and more teams in from larger conferences. They don't care about smaller schools.
All right. Well, the tournament gets started this week. Not too much we can do or say right now. It actually starts on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we won't be saying who we think's gonna win. I can't say who's gonna win because, like I said, I agree with the first 4 seeds and the first 2 seeds. Any of those 8 winners. Whoever's gonna win is gonna be one of those seeds.
It's going to be one of the top 8 seeds.
Yeah. That's not going out on a limb. That's not no big thing. That's not no sports doctor call. I'm just telling you, one of the top 3 seeds are going to win.
Well, you know that never happens, so it is kind of going out on a limb.
What never happened?
The top 8 seeds, usually one of them will lose.
No, I'm saying.
The winner will come out of there. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying they was all going to be the 5 or 8.
No.
Okay. That's what I said. That never happens. Okay.
It's very rarely when all 4 1 seeds have done it. They've done it before, but it hasn't been much of it. I think they've done it before.
I think so too.
Yeah. Anyway, enough about the NCAA. I'm sorry. Let's move on over to the NBA. All right. A couple of things have changed recently. A couple of bum teams have been winning, acting like they really something, and a whole lot of things going on in the NBA.
Sports Doctor, before you go on, I was thinking about what has happened since our last meeting.
Uh-huh.
Okay, right after our last meeting, we had Denver playing Boston. And Jaylen Brown got thrown out of the game. Did either of you all see that?
Yep,
Yeah.
I saw it.
Because what did you think about that?
I think it was BS, but hey, I will say that game said a lot to me, though. I think, I don't know. I think they're very good competitively. I think that's if they end up playing each other, which probably won't happen unless they get to the finals. But I think they're a decent matchup. I really do. What do you guys
Boston
think?
showed you a lot that day? Or did both teams?
They both did. I've always been a Nuggets fan, and I'm a Celtics fan as well. But I think they rival each other well. There might be games where one team plays better than the other, and I'd like to see them in a series. I think it can go to anybody, to be honest.
Earl, what do you think about him getting tossed?
I think whoever tossed him should be fired.
Wow.
Come on. You know you was waiting to watch that game. I was even looking forward to watching it. What about the people who, as Larry said, who paid their money? What about people who paid their money to go see that matchup? Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
They gonna pull this guy out in a game of that magnitude? It ain't like he slapped nobody or nothing. And there was a dumb referee who was trying to. I don't even know what the referee was doing. He was the one that made the second check. What did he even have to even do it? Where did it even come from? That was a bunch of crap, man. It was crap.
Yep. Definitely.
I look at it a little differently than you two. I didn't like him getting thrown out, but I thought he should have let it go. I thought he should have. He couldn't let it go. I don't think the foul. I mean, referees gonna miss fouls sometimes. And the first ref tried to walk away from him.
How could you miss that? How could you miss that foul? How could you miss that?
I thought he actually, tell you the truth, I thought he kind of tried to enhance it a little bit. I don't know. The guy had his hand on him, but I didn't think it was that serious a foul. But you got to let it go. I am glad they didn't throw him out for the next game because of the way he was acting and wouldn't leave the court. A lot of times that ends up as suspension. And fortunately, because I wanted to see him play Oklahoma City Thursday night, man, because the referee threw him out. But I think he's somebody I like a lot, and I think he's normally a real level-headed guy. But he came into that game because he said the last time they played the Spurs, they only got 4 free throws. So he already was mad about that, right? Mm-hmm. The problem was it wasn't the same refs that refereed the last game. Because I think you guys, if you were watching the game, you noticed that he tweeted something out before halftime. Like, this is the crap I was talking about. Only he didn't say crap. But I was disappointed in him. That's all I'll say.
Those kind of calls that could cost millions of dollars for the NBA, man.
Yeah.
Enough mad advertisers get together and call them and say, y'all gonna have to do something about these refs, or we're not back here on this advertising. That was one of the most bogus calls I've seen. Why do you call that
call? To me, that call wasn't that bad. I mean, he got to let it go sometime. That call wasn't that bad. He had his hand on him. It wasn't like he shoved him off. He reacted way more than the push looked like to me.
A foul is a foul.
I agree, but they miss fouls all the time.
That's the problem.
At the time, Larry, the time of that,
he overreacted.
At the time of that game, I could arguably tell you that was to that point, that was the game of the year. That was a game. That was I'm talking about the circumstances. You don't call a foul in that game, Larry. You don't call. You don't throw the guy out. You don't throw the guy out.
Again, I agree that I didn't like him being thrown out, but at the same time, I thought he needed to show some cool too.
I mean, I understand that, but I feel like he had a reason to lose his temper a little bit, personally. Big game. You just shouldn't do that. You just should. I don't think that was necessary. I would rather them had maybe fined him for something and let him keep playing than for them to actually kick him out of the game.
No, I agree. I think, I mean, when he came in and saying he was already mad because they had only called 4 fouls on San Antonio the last time they played him. Mm-hmm. You know, I thought he came in there with some baggage, even though it wasn't the same refs.
What if it wasn't a regular season? What if it was a playoff game? What would your thoughts be on that? I know it wasn't a playoff game.
No. I think I would feel the same way. I didn't like him getting thrown out, but I would want him to stay in the game. Don't even get close to that. I don't.
How do you think about
that call wasn't that egregious to me.
I'm not talking about the call. The egregious call is throwing him out of the game, man.
Right.
Yeah, I heard 2 players that were announcing the game, and one of them said, "We don't know what he said," which kind of hit me too. I don't know what he said to me.
What's that got to do with anything?
Well, there's a limit to what you can say to a ref, even in the pros.
I think they're soft. I think the refs are too sensitive. You know, You miss a call, okay. You start missing calls in crucial moments in the game. That's when there's more emotion involved.
Did they win that game or lost it?
They lost.
Yep.
Oh,
they
man,
lost.
that's crazy. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But that happened with 3 minutes left in the first half, and it was still a good game. It was still a good game down the stretch. And I'm thinking if he's there,
The game was
they might win that.
The game was tarnished as soon as he threw him out the game.
Yep.
No, I agree 100%. But if I'm his coach, I'm going to talk to him and say, man, we need you on the court. You got to let it go.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that to him. But, I mean, at the same time, I mean, they're all grown men. Jaylen Brown is normally a very content person. He doesn't get mad for no reason.
I agree.
So I think because of that, I would give him the benefit of the doubt and just say the refs shouldn't have been so soft. They should have, maybe give him a tech or something, keep it moving, or maybe ignore one of the techs, and let him play.
They are trained the refs for. Let them know nobody's come to this. Nobody's spending any money to see you or really hear anything that you have to say.
Right.
Well, I mean, the first tech, I didn't have a problem with that because I saw the ref walk away from him. And then he even said something to him, and the ref kind of nodded his head. Then Jaylen went back and said something else. Then he got called with the tech. Now, the second tech came from a different ref. And I don't, it seemed like he had a quick trigger finger to me.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of bothered me. But again, I wanted him to calm down.
I mean, you got some refs that are cool. You have some refs that have egos, and then you have some refs that, like you said, just have short fuses. In the pros and those big games, they got to put their pride to the side and either let people play or make every call that you can. If one of the players yells at you or cusses at you or something, let it be. Especially in those big games, I feel like some players actually look like they're about to attack the ref. That's when you should be throwing technicals and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But just because I might have said something slick to you real quick, let me go. We both grown ass men. So excuse my language. But yeah, that's what I think it should be. And the refs have gotten very soft lately, I will say. They've gotten very soft in terms of what they're willing to accept from the players and what they say. So I don't know. But I think Jaylen should have stayed in the game. I think they would have won that game if he stayed in. And it was a great matchup nonetheless.
Well, the next thing that happened since we last met, SGA scored his 126th time in a row time Will Chamberlain's record. Mm-hmm. And then he broke Will Chamberlain's record Sunday.
Yep. And for someone like me, it's weird seeing these records being broken that y'all got to see in y'all time, but to us, they're like records from the all-time greats. People think they're untouchable and things like that. So I think it's pretty cool. And it's interesting to see. I don't know how old Wilt was when he set that milestone. I presume it was a lot older than what Shea is now, which also makes it interesting to see. The league is really evolving.
This is what I know about that.
Why would you make that assumption? Why would you make that assumption? I'm just asking.
Because that was his last field goal ever made, so he had to have been old.
Wait,
no.
You don't have it right, cousin. You don't have it right.
So tell me where I went wrong at.
This you went real wrong because I'll tell you what happened. Will had 126 in a row. He also has the third. He's number 2 and number 3 now because the third highest is 92, and he holds that record. He got 126. He got kicked out of a game 4 minutes into the game, and then he started the next streak. So think about had he not get kicked out of that game, in all likelihood, he'd be well over 200.
What year was that, you think?
I'll look that up.
Look it up.
So it probably was over 2 different seasons.
I wasn't born yet, though, right?
Nah. But it wasn't his last basket because he did 92 games in a row right after that.
After that.
And wow. Okay.
And Shea Gilgeous just at the last minute scored 20 last night.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Wait, and Larry, you said that was because Wilt got kicked out of a game?
Yeah.
He got kicked out right between those two streaks. 4 minutes into the game.
It's these refs, man. These refs are the problem. These refs are the
We'll
problem.
never fouled out of a game either.
Wow.
Let's address this. We've been waiting for a couple of games to go by and see how time goes. Are we concerned about? Is there any reason to be concerned about Detroit's lack of wins the last couple of games?
I'm not that concerned about them. And Will did it in 1963, so he probably was like in his prime. Because Earl and I
Well
would
before
barely watch. That was kind of like before we started watching, paying attention.
Okay. Okay.
It's in January 1961 to January 1963. Wow. Yeah, we probably weren't even watching basketball then.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit. I don't know. I still think Detroit is good, Earl.
Okay.
But I think Boston. And I've been feeling this way the whole season. I think Boston could get them a run for their money.
Absolutely.
But I don't expect them to go out early in the playoffs. They'll make it at least to the Eastern Conference Final.
We'll see.
They'll beat the Knicks if they got to play them.
Well, who do we think coming out of the East? If it ain't Detroit, there's nobody left.
Boston.
It's the Celtics.
Okay.
And the Celtics are better than the Pistons. They're better than the Pistons. I hate to say it. They have a deeper their roster is a lot deeper than the Pistons roster. And the thing about the Celtics is they have a lot of wild cards that they can use as weapons at any moment. And I think that's what makes them sneaky. And then with Jason Tatum coming back, that makes them even more, higher contestants to be in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Well, what kind of weapons are we talking about? You claim that they have.
To be honest, you've got the people that we know about, which is Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Then you've got the side players, Peyton Pritchard. He can give you 20 whenever he wants to. You've got Derek White, who could shoot the lights out the ball. He can give you 20 on a game when you don't expect it. They play defense too. Then they have role players that pop in and out. They have what's his name? I think his last name is Hayward. He can shoot the lights out the ball. They have a nice team. They have
Hauser.
Hauser. Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like him.
And their center's not bad. Cater. He's not bad.
Yep. He's not bad either. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
I like them to challenge Detroit if Jason Tatum's that close to his regular self.
Yep. I mean, I think it would have been a good series without Jason Tatum, if I'm being honest. So the fact that he's back, that changes everything to me. I think the Celtics are they're a good ball club, and the Pistons are very good too. So I'd like to see it.
All right.
What do you think, Sports Doctor? Who's coming out the East?
I would say Detroit.
Okay. So you're not worried about they lost 5 out of their last 10 games, huh?
You can't win every game. Answer your question. No, I'm not worried about that.
Cool. We'll see. I can't wait. To see.
I'm not worried about them. I'm not worried about the Cavaliers for sure. Of all the teams in the East coming up.
Yeah, definitely not worried about the Cavs.
For sure.
What about the Knicks?
I'm not worried about the Knicks.
I'm not worried about them, but they can make some noise if they do what they need to do. But
We were talking about this. I thought we were just talking about coming out the East. No, they're not coming.
Well, can they be either one of those teams?
Who?
Can New York beat either Boston or Detroit?
No.
I think New York can beat
The Pistons, maybe. I don't, and they can only beat the Pistons if they play perfect. They can only beat the Pistons if they play perfect.
Have they beat them this year? I know the Detroit has beaten them 3 times.
I'm not sure.
They just beat them up like somebody stole something.
Yeah, that's right. They beat them by like about 30 points twice. And then with 2 players suspended, they beat them by 20.
We talking about playoff basketball. I think it all changes in the playoffs. I really do. Because and here's why though. Here's why I say this though. The Pistons have been kind of on a losing streak. If I'm the coach of anybody that's going to play the Pistons in the playoffs, I'm figuring out what these other teams are doing to slow them down, right? The only problem I have with the Knicks versus the Pistons is that Jalen Brunson is too small to guard Cade. So when you look at it like that, it's kind of in Cade's hands. That when they play the Knicks, Cade might have to score 30 and maybe have 8 or 9 assists instead of having 16, 17, 18, and 16 assists. He's going to have to change the way he plays the game because that's a mismatch on the floor. So I'd be anxious to see it. I really would. I know you look at me like I'm crazy, Earl, but I think it'd be good.
They don't have to put Cade on. They don't have to put Brunson on Cade.
Yeah, he's not going to guard him. He's not going to guard him.
Well, that's
you're
the
probably right.
question. You was talking about he's too small to guard Cade. He wasn't guarding Cade. That was guarding Cade.
I've seen him guard Cade throughout the game though sometimes, but they have OG Anunoby on him a lot of the time. And he be getting cooked. So I don't know. We just got to see. I stand on what I said though. I think in a series, I think it would be good. I would love it.
What's the boy's name? Their pseudo small forward, where they gave up 6 draft picks for to get him.
Oh, the guy from Villanova. Is it Myers?
No.
What team?
He's from Villanova though. He's one of the Villanova guys.
I don't think he is.
What team are you guys talking about?
When you say they gave up all we're talking about the Knicks. You're talking about the guy that
they gave them draft picks for this bum. He averaged 6 points a game in the last 8 games.
Bridges.
Yeah, he didn't go to Villanova.
He went to Villanova.
Are you talking about Mikal?
Yeah.
Scrub.
Did he go to Villanova? I don't think so.
Yeah, he was one of the Villanova guys.
No, he wasn't, man.
Where'd he go?
He wasn't. It was the boy. It was the boy from.
He went to Villanova.
He went to Villanova.
There are 4 guys that went to Villanova. Brunson. Bridges,
Did you look it up? Is that what it says on the internet?
Harper.
Yeah, that's what it says. Yeah.
I know and the one they traded DiVincenzo, whatever.
They all need to go back to Villanova except for Brunson. I'll say that right now, all of them. Man, get out of here. We paid all that money, gave up all that for this guy. He averages 5 points a game in the last 8 games. This is the crucial part of the season. We can't have nobody falling back after that, man. All that money they gave him. Get out of here, man.
Yep. And Larry, it's Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, and Dante DiVincenzo.
Right.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Did they win anything when they were in Minnesota?
Huh?
Did they win the championship?
Who? Minnesota?
No, you're talking about Villanova.
No.
That's been a pretty good team if you got 4 pros on there. If they were all there.
Did they win the championship? I'm talking about how big they were. I'm just asking. Did they win a championship when they played together?
I don't think so. I could be very wrong, but
I'm looking now. When did they go there? Well, I could just look up their championships.
Oh, they did win an NCAA.
They won it in 2018. Them guys might have been there.
Neil said he did.
Yep, I see it right here. It says that they won NCAA championship altogether. Which is
what's up, Neil? How you doing?
Hey, Neil, what's going on, buddy?
Hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well, whatever. That's cool.
Can I
Can I change gears here real quick if you guys don't mind?
Not at all, man. Go ahead.
All right, so I got to address the elephant in the room. Bam Adebayo.
I was going to get to that. Go ahead.
Okay, let's get to it. What do you guys think about that performance? Honestly.
Yeah. What do you mean? You last score 82 points. What do you want to do?
I'll get to me. I just want to hear y'all's opinion.
He's a Kobe fan. He ain't gonna like that. I think I thought he had
Go ahead.
I thought they were definitely chasing stats down the end, at the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
But Washington should have done something. Washington should have done something before that. Before he. I guess I didn't turn to it, but I got an alert that said he had 31 points in the first quarter, right? So I started watching it later on. But Washington should have done something to stop him early on.
It could stop. Look,
I was going to say they couldn't do nothing with him. So,
well, he shot 43 times from the floor and 43 free throws. He set a record for free throws, making them and attempts.
Yep.
Look. Take away the chase points and all the BS. He scored at least 60 something.
Yeah, I agree. I think he did.
Well, how could you question the game? You question how he got the last 6 points? Okay, that was dumb, of course.
Maybe about the last 12 or 14. But yeah, I mean, he had a great
16
game.
points. Let me say something.
He's a Kobe fan. Here we go.
I think his performance, I think it was egregious, if you ask me. I think the Washington Wizards need to be eliminated from the NBA. If you're going to let a man do that to you, and we got to remember, this is Bam Adebayo. This isn't a Devin Booker, a Jason Tatum, an Anthony Edwards. This is Bam Adebayo, okay? A decent player, not someone that you think about scoring 80 points. So the problems that I have is I watched the entire game start to finish. The boy was chucking, just throwing up shots at one point, okay? Also, they were up 30 points. Now, the question is, as a coach, do you leave your player in and let him break a record, or do you pull him out so that he can sit because you're winning? On top of that, they were fouling the Wizards players just so they could get the ball back and give it to Bam. It was man, that was so unethical to me. If you're gonna get the points, get it out the mud. That's all I'm saying.
It don't matter. When you're talking 81 points, it don't matter how you get the points.
It does matter.
It was free throws on purpose so he can get the rebound.
Exactly. I think it was it left a bad taste in my mouth. Not only because he beat Kobe's record, but because of the method of which they did it. They were definitely record chasing. And I watched a whole lot of podcasts about that. And you have some people saying, I would have stopped at 81. Or you have people saying different things. For Earl, people respect my guy. People respect my boy, But I don't know. It left a bad taste in my mouth. And it makes me wonder where basketball is headed. If they can get away with that, I'm wondering where basketball is headed, sadly.
He really is a Kobe, ain't he?
And fans are upset.
It's sad, man. I wouldn't be upset if he did it in an ethical manner. I think it was a bit too. I don't know.
Hey, Sharice, how you doing?
Thank you. I appreciate the support. Yes.
Hey, say, Cuzzo, these are my niece and nephew on here.
Hey,
okay.
Hey, check this out, Cuzzo. You said something I said 30 years ago. That's how sorry they've been.
Yeah, I didn't know they was that sorry. And then who's that guy? Who's that guy you like, Larry, in Washington? Sar?
Yeah.
Barbecue chicken.
Yeah, he had a good game that night.
Yeah, not on defense.
On them.
Not on defense though. And I'm gonna ask y'all one more question. We can change topics. Who do you know that has
you could put 3 grown men on one man, and that one man can still score. Nobody.
But he wasn't doing nothing but crashing into him and getting to the free throw line. That's all he was doing. His legs were gone. He shot 22 threes, but by the second half, his legs were gone.
I know. Trust me, I know. And
he got to the free throw line so much. That was really it.
To be honest, this is probably why I'm not an NBA referee. Once he got up to like 30 free throws, my whistle would have stopped blowing because you're doing too much. I might have stopped calling every single little foul. But hey, it is what it is, man. I know my boy Kobe turned over in his grave, you know, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Earl, stop making faces, man.
No, I'm not saying anything. That's what I got to do, so I won't say nothing. Just bite your face or make your face or something. You know, sometimes you don't need. I have realized I don't need to say something all the time. Every time somebody says something crazy, but it's all good.
Sharice is getting warmed up. You remember how she was last week?
Mm-hmm.
Now she's starting to think about how much money they make.
You'd be mad at the majority of the league if you was going by the performance, going by what they get paid. Not too many of them doing their jobs.
Well, you know, part of it is though. I heard, didn't see this, but I heard when Will scored his 100 points, they were going for it. You know, they were feeding him the ball and everything then too. So he was trying to reach 100. Most of his records, he just got like the scoring streak and all that, because nobody else had done that before. So I guess when he got close to 80 something, you know, they were trying to give Bam the ball.
I mean, anybody's scoring them kind of points. It's crazy, man.
It is crazy. I think my biggest opinion on it, I just didn't think it was ethical. I mean, they brought up Kobe scoring 81. Kobe and them were fighting to win number one, and Kobe scored 81 on mainly jump shots. You know what I'm saying? It was a different style of basketball that was being played. Kobe wasn't just chucking the ball up. He wasn't begging for fouls. You know what I'm saying?
He was chucking the ball up. Man. He scored 81.
Kobe was shooting the ball. He wasn't chucking it. He was shooting it.
I'm sorry. Let me clear it up. Chucking means shooting from where I'm from.
It's a little different to me. Bam came up the court and tried to shoot a 3 over 4 people and missed. That's chucking.
Well, I'll say because those points. Now let's switch to Sunday's game when SGA barely got his 20.
Yeah,
I don't think he went out of his way to hog the ball or anything. I think he barely got his 20, but it didn't seem like they were feeding him the ball or anything like that. He didn't get to the free throw line like he normally does either, you know. Yeah. But he just barely got there. But he seemed like he was still playing, you know, double team. He had about 10 or 11 assists when they double teamed him and stuff. It looked like he would have been old. He probably wanted to keep the record going, but it looked like he wasn't necessarily trying to get it, even though I think his team wanted him to get it.
I agree. I mean, SGA, I think he could he could score the ball. He touches the ball every single play, you know. So it's just about picking your spots and being calm. I like seeing that type of SGA though, because that shows me that you're a facilitator at the same time. That shows me you're really a point guard. So
and he had no turnovers.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Second game this week with no turnovers and double-digit assists.
That's beautiful basketball. Beautiful basketball.
Even though he didn't shoot well.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. So on the last 3 games, the Lakers have won. Last week we were trashing them. Is anyone besides me still trashing them?
You want to go first, Mr. Larry?
Yeah, no, I think the Lakers are okay. I think they're okay. I think they got a decent team. I still don't think that they'll beat OKC or San Antonio, but they might be the third best team in the West. They might be the third best team in the West.
That's what the power rankings say.
I still keep thinking about Denver too. I forgot about Denver. They might be the fourth best team.
They're not better than Denver. They're not better than San Antonio. They're not better than
Thunder, San Antonio, and Denver.
They're not the third best team. They're gonna be what they end up being. They're the 5th best team in the West right now.
Man, give us some credit, man. Give us some credit. That's all I ask.
I'm just telling you.
They made the Rockets look bad last night.
Sure
They
did.
played defense.
The Rockets don't have a point guard. You don't have a leader. Your team's gonna be in chaos, and end up going disappearing after.
I think the Rockets just kind of dumb last night. It was really both of them played poorly in the fourth quarter. The Lakers scored 17 and the Rockets scored 12.
Yep, terrible. Terrible.
But the Rockets held the ball until like 3 seconds left on the shot clock every possession. I don't know what they were thinking about.
Just terrible basketball. I almost thought they were going to win. We ended up winning. To your point, do I think we're going to win a championship? No. Do I think people are underestimating our ability? I definitely do. When we play defense, we're tough to beat. Now, versus the OKCs and the San Antonios, it's a little bit different. I think we could play with the Nuggets. I think the Nuggets would be our easiest opponent, other than the Spurs and the Thunder. And I'm just being honest with you.
Now, if Denver's healthy, they'll beat Lakers in 5.
I like Denver. If they do, I won't be mad. But I think we could bump with them. I do. I could eat my words, but yeah.
Until the Lakers get any kind of size.
Oh yeah, can I go back on the statement I said?
Sure.
Last week I said Larry asked about who was it? Evan Mobley and their other big guy, and I said that DeAndre Ayton can score the ball better than Evan Mobley. I was tripping. I take that back. I was tripping.
I didn't even say anything. I didn't even think.
I just wanted to address that. I was tripping. Okay, yeah.
DeAndre Ayton can't catch a cold.
You made a couple of nice plays last night, though.
He did.
He almost had me going back on my word.
He was just able to catch.
I went back on mine first, so
he was just able to catch a ball last night. He had no hands whatsoever. He throws away 4 easy baskets a game by missing passes right in his hand.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Do that, man.
Sorry to
And
interrupt. I just want to give you all your credit.
Jokic and Gordon, when he's healthy, they do whatever they want to do against the Lakers. They do whatever they want to do. They're all NBA when they play against the Lakers.
I can't say that I disagree, but I'm still going to stand on what I said. I think it will be good competition.
I think that'd be a nice matchup. So maybe they can finish 4th and 5th, and they can have it out.
If both teams are healthy, they might not win a game in a series. Denver got a couple of boys that are hurt and they haven't come off the bench that can play. Denver has a really good team, but they just got to be healthy. But if they're healthy,
I never thought I'd say this, but the Lakers have been playing good defense lately. If we can play defense like that versus, like, say, the Nuggets, I think that changes the entire game. Nobody's going to be able to stop Nikola. We know that. Jamal Murray's going to get his. But I think we still got Luka and my boy, Austin Reeves. I got faith in them. So we just got to see. And LeBron can step in if he wants to. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah.
is it a coincidence that LeBron been playing less than the Lakers are winning, or I don't know what? I don't know.
I'm going to sound like the LeBron hater, so I'm not going to say anything. But
you've already established that. You and Earl.
I think we're just as good without him as we are with him. If I could, if I'm being honest.
I'm not going to say that.
If he's your third best player, which is a new role he's kind of got, because I got to say, Austin Reeves is kind of past him, and Luka certainly is. If he's your third best player, you got a pretty good team.
I would say so.
I think the 3 on Denver are better than those 3.
Who? Murray, Nicola, and Aaron.
And Gordon, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Without doubt.
We'll
I
be-
don't know why. I don't know what you partnering over there, because ain't nothing to think about.
I think Gordon is the one that's questionable to me, and I love Gordon. He had that the first game he came back, he played good. He had 20-something points, I think. After that, though, he's definitely not been scoring the ball the same way. So I'm wondering why that is. And if he comes to us and he's only scoring 8 to 10 points a game, he's the X factor. He's gone.
Had he not been out for a while? How
Yeah,
about
let him get back in the game shape.
let him get back in his time and stuff back in before you go
Yeah.
through all that?
When you come back off an injury in the first game back, you have 21 points by halftime. I don't want to hear the game shape stuff. You're back. You're good. You know
So
what I'm
let
saying?
me ask you, hold on.
No matter what you do that first game, it's not a scientific sample. You need to look at them after about 10 or 12 games.
Okay.
So you say you didn't want to hear that? You say you didn't want to hear that about Tatum either, then, right? You don't want to hear that about
I
Tatum.
didn't.
Same thing with them.
Because of the man. I want to hear. You
Cuz was rougher than you are, Earl. See, I used to think you were rough. He's tougher than you.
You've
You probably just keep it soft, man.
been out for 8 months. I can't get 10 games to get my shape back.
Sure. Okay.
Cuz
Sure.
thinks the referees are soft. He thinks players that come back
Referees are
are
soft.
soft.
Referees are soft. All right. So I guess at this point in the season, there's no sense in me talking about Philadelphia anymore, so I won't bring them up because they're just done. I just don't understand the 76ers. So we don't have time for that. We're about to wrap it up soon anyway. No need to talk about no loser teams. Who have we not covered? Minnesota, I don't know. They need a point guard too. They need a point guard, man. And his backups, not backups. The rest of his team has to help him. He can't do everything, man. Give Anthony Edwards. Can you give him some help? A little bit of help?
I think Anthony Edwards wants to do everything though.
But he can't. He can't do everything.
One thing I noticed about him that I like about him, he will be in the little press conference room and he will tell them they cannot guard me. And with that mentality, I love hearing that. But
Right.
sometimes you got to find the fine line between getting your teammates involved and taking every shot. Sometimes he likes to shoot the ball. So
Sometimes he always shoots the ball, but he's supposed to shoot the ball. If you can score, score. Anthony Edwards is great. He just does not have enough help. And so there's no sense in thinking about Minnesota going to it. Some night Randall played like he got some sense. Other night the left-handedness comes out of him. And nothing's consistent about him. Gobert, he always fighting people with cheap shots and stuff, but inside he's soft too. Gobert's soft too.
So do you guys think he doesn't have enough help, or do you guys think if his IQ was a bit higher, he could utilize his teammates a bit better?
Who, Edwards?
Yes.
You don't have enough help, man. You can't win.
I think Earl touched on it. They need a point guard.
I agree 100%.
That's it.
You're a leader, man.
Yeah.
You're a leader.
Okay.
Ain't no team can do have no point guard, man. If they ain't winning, they're not gonna win.
Okay.
I have no problem with Anthony Edwards. I think he's probably one of the best 3 or 4 players in the league, but he doesn't get the recognition for that.
Well, yeah, he does. Everybody thinks he's great. He does. He gets the recognition.
You never hear him.
He ain't 3 or 4, but
I think he could probably just about play with anybody out there.
for sure, 1-on-1. Yeah.
So when you talk about the top players, what do you think about?
Kawhi Leonard, Luka, Shea. He's not.
I agree with all of them. I agree with all of what you're saying about all of them. But I think he's as good as those guys. He can actually play with them guys.
he can play with them, but I think he's that. I don't want to discredit him because he's nice, but I think he's maybe number 5 or number 6, being on, or maybe number 5.
He can play. He can play with all of them. There's only one difference between Anthony Edwards and guys just you named. They all have decent teammates. He ain't got nobody helping him. He ain't got nobody that's helping him coming through consistently in the crucial. He doesn't have it. If he has some good players on the team, you be saying his name just like we saying Luka and O'Shea Hughes. That boy can play, man.
I know he could play.
Do you agree with me that the other players that he have better teammates than him? Will you agree with me? Okay, well,
yes.
I think he plays. I think he has a more all-around game than Luka does. Luka's certainly a better shooter, but when you look at both sides of the court, I think he plays defense and everything else.
He does play defense better. All-around game, I'm not sure though, because Luka is a better guard than him overall. Anthony Edwards is a true 2. He's a true 2. He's not looking to pass the ball, really. So that's fair.
And Luka's looking to pass the ball.
Luka still give you 8 to 10 assists, though. You know what I'm saying?
He still got 10 assists a game, Larry.
Yep, he sure will.
Is he looking to pass the ball? Was my question.
Yes, he is.
So.
Yes, he is. You averaging 9 assists a game. Yes, you are looking to pass the ball. That's they just don't assists don't just come out of the blue.
Yeah.
What's he averaging, man?
I'm getting ready to look it up now.
I already knew he was looking it up. I saw him looking down.
He averaging about.
He's averaging probably 8 point something assists a game.
Yeah. That's what he probably averaging.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah.
8.5 assists, 33 points.
Yeah.
That's those are great numbers, wouldn't you say?
That's cool.
They're on one end of the court. I agree. I think he's superior on one end of the court.
How many rebounds?
I just turned it away, but it's probably about like
6,
7.5, something
7,
like that.
right? Yeah. So I'm gonna have to revoke your Anthony Edwards has a better all around game statement than Luka.
He plays defense. It's no competition on that end of the court.
He does play defense. But that's about it.
He's light years better than on the defensive side.
We gotta wrap this up, gentlemen. One thing before we go. Who do you think is going to the finals? And after that, who is the best player in the NBA right now? Let's go with who goes to the finals first. Larry, who's your pick for the finals?
Boston and Oklahoma City.
Because of
Spurs. Nope. OKC and probably the Celtics. Yep.
I say the Spurs and Detroit. Okay. All right. Enough about that. Who's the best player right now in the NBA? Because of
Kawhi Leonard.
Larry Abels.
Wemby.
I gotta go with St. Joseph.
Okay.
That's my number 2.
That's okay. All right. Guys, it was great chatting with you guys. Great insight on sports today. Check out Larry Abels on tomorrow on Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Real Fellas Talk Sports. Okay. My name is Joel Rush. We're going to wrap it up. I hope everybody has a very blessed and productive day. We are out of here.
Sharice and Neil, thanks for joining in.
All right. Yeah. Okay.